right, here we go. Let's set it up real quick. Fix this real quick here. Okay, hey everybody, how's everybody doing out there? Andrew Murphy here from Level Up Coaching and Consulting. I want to welcome everybody back to another version of another edition of what I like to call Express Coaching. It is Thursday. I've done this in both Swedish and now I'm going to do it in English, so we have both versions. So today's topic, I want to talk about frustration. Okay, how not to allow frustration to overtake you, or pin you up against the wall, push you down, whatever you want to call it. So this is express coaching, so it's going to go quickly. I have four. Actually, there's 10, but we'll continue with the rest of them on Sunday. There's 4 points I want to go through. I call them bullet points. Number one, identify triggers. Number two, practice mindfulness. Okay. Number three, set realistic expectations. And number four, focus on what you can control. Okay. So let's start with number one, identifying triggers. It's important to understand what triggers you, what makes you frustrated. I know that sounds like common sense. People go, duh, of course. But a lot of people don't really know. Like a lot of people, they get frustrated and they don't understand where it really comes from. They may think that it's something stupid that the coworker said, or some dumb law that they came up with at work, or something that the wife keeps doing, or whatever it is. But a lot of times it comes from deep within us as well. Okay? It comes from things that happen with us, that we're frustrated with ourselves. And a lot of times when we're frustrated with ourselves, we take it out on other people, or we blame other people because we have to have somebody else to blame than ourselves. So it's important to know what is the root of that frustration. Once you realize what it is, then you can obviously deal with it, right? You can obviously handle it and focus on how to get it out of your system. But it's important to understand what it is. Identify what your triggers are. So then that way you can avoid them. That way you know how to handle them. That way you know what to do and when they come around, right? Number two is practice mindfulness. That one specifically and in particular has worked for me. They say practice mindfulness, meditation, gratitude meditation, sitting in a still, quiet place, breathing, take a walk, listen to music, work out, do something to help you get rid of that frustration, talk to somebody, whatever, right? So that's mindfulness. That helps you, I believe, because with mindfulness, you have no choice but to be here and now. Okay? When you're in that state of mindfulness, you're not thinking about the past. You're not thinking about the future. You're not worried about the bridge you got to cross. You're here and now. And that alleviates a lot of frustration. Because if you're thinking about the future, you're going to get frustrated. If you're thinking about the past and what happened, it's going to frustrate you. This thing happened to you. Or this thing's going to happen. That can frustrate you. It's all over the place. It's chaos. Here and now will keep you centered and focused on you and what's going on here and now. That can help you and prepare you to understand the triggers, okay, and then to move forward. Okay, so that's the whole practice mindfulness thing. Number three, it says set realistic expectations. That's another one that's been very important to me in my personal growth, in my personal, self-development. Realistic goals, realistic expectations. Okay, because if you set realistic expectations, okay, then you have less of a chance of being frustrated. You have less of a chance of it not going through because it's realistic. It can actually happen. You know what I mean? Focus on what it is. Be kind to yourself, right? I always say, give yourself grace, okay? Positive self-talk is very, very, very important. It's something that I had to learn to work with extremely a lot with myself. Talk and be kind to yourself. Okay, be realistic with the goal or the aspirations or the expectations that you have for yourself. Okay, that will cut down on your expiration. That will cut down on your frustration. And then number 4 is focus on what you can control. That's also a very important one. All of them are important, but I think one of the main things is focus on what you can control. Because a lot of times you got people that are here, right? They look at, oh, I got this, I got to do this, I got to take care of that. I got to this. They're pitching and pulling and picking at all the pieces on the board. Stop. Stop it. Focus on what you can control. Okay? If you can't control it, you can't control it. You have no reason to focus on it because you can't control it. There's nothing you can do about it, right? That'll cut down on your frustration. You can't get frustrated because it rains. It rains. Like, it's going to rain. It's snowing. It is what it is. You can't control the weather. You can't control what someone else is going to do in traffic, right? You can control what you can do in traffic. So you can slow down, abide by the traffic laws, stop at the red lights, whatever. Be courteous to whatever. You can control that. You can't control all the other people around you, right? So don't get so caught up in having to control everything around you and any and every little thing. That only leads to frustration. It only leads to frustration. It only leads to you making a mistake out of frustration and anger, and now you're 10 steps behind the game, okay? This is, like I said, let me see what we had, 8 minutes, 6 minutes. This is a quick version. We're going to go deep into this topic on Sunday. Sunday at 4 o'clock, I'm going to go live. And I'm not quite sure exactly if I'm going to do the Swedish or the English version. That depends on, who's in the live, of course. But I'm really looking forward to these lives. I'm really looking forward to Sunday, and bonus coaching is going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of other bullet points here that are equally as important that I want to go through. So we'll go through them on Sunday. I know and I hope and I know that something I said here has helped you, has got you to a point where you can actually, be inspired or motivated to try to do things differently in your life. Okay? That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I burn for. I love working with this. I love coaching. I love helping people. And the information that has helped me change my life, I just want to share it with everybody else. Okay? So until Sunday, you guys take care of yourselves and take care of one another. And I'll see you on Sunday at 4 o'clock.